Happy Monday everyone, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. So the time is 8:26 and I was going to try and vlog this morning, but it was pitch black. If you're from Melbourne today, can we talk about the weather? What is this? It is so dark and gloomy. I don't even know if you can really see me in this weather because it's really black. The sky is grey and miserable. And I honestly don't know how today is going to go. I'm working in a grade 1 class for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And with weather like this today, if you're a teacher, you know, wind and rain is not an exciting time in the classroom. But we're going to stay positive. I've been listening to some exciting music this morning to kind of get myself pumped up. It's the last week of term, so not a lot usually happens in the last week of term. It's kind of just keeping them settled until the actual holidays. But yeah, like usual, I probably can't show you too much of my actual teaching, but I'll see if I can get some clips of the classroom or oh my gosh, I look so tired. Whatever, it's the weather. I also didn't really have the best sleep last night. I woke up really early and then I also tried, it took me forever to get to sleep. But yeah, I'll check back with you in a couple hours.
Boston, with the grisly request that it be bound in a sample of Alan's skin. Once this has been done, it's delivered to John Fenno's home.
Holy moly, what a day. Actually, it was a pretty good day, I have to say. Let's go with positives. The class that I had was really cute. It was just really cold. I was expecting the whole day to be raining. That's what the bureau said, but it actually only rained in the morning up until 8:30, 9 o'clock. So the kids were actually able to get out for recess and lunchtime, which is so good. It is freezing though. I think it's 8 degrees. Whoops. Which actually isn't too bad. I do live up in the mountains, which I thought it would be way colder, but the school that I'm at is actually more cold, even though it's down on the normal level. I think because it's in a valley, it gets a lot colder. I've just driven up the driveway as well, and I can see that Lewis put the fire on, thank goodness. I'm gonna jump inside and make a Milo because yes, I'm 7 and do I care? No. I love Milo. I was gonna have a cup of tea, but I feel like something sweet. Whenever I come home from school, I always feel like I need a thing of chocolate or something. I wonder if the cats are gonna greet me. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They're probably sleeping, or they're in the back room where they're might be in the back room where the fire is. I've also got my plans for the week that I'm going to read through, just so then I kind of know what to actually do over the next couple of days, because I'm in the same class, and see if I need to prepare for anything. We do have a friend here. Oh, she just jumped down. You probably can't see. There she is. She knows my car. Oh, sneaky. Watch out. Hello, Missy. Hi, Henny. Hi, Mummy's home. Smells good, babe. Lewis is making corned beef. That looks really good. What can I really tell you about the day? It was a pretty good day. We started off with a bit of writing where they had to roll a dice, and whatever number the dice landed on, they had to include that character or that place in their story. And then for reading, we made a couple of predictions where I showed them the book cover and then I read the blurb, and then they had to make a prediction based on that information, and then they just wrote a sentence down. And then they also had to predict what kinds of words would be used in the story based on the front cover and the blurb. For maths, they just did a little bit of like an addition game, and then they kind of did like a word search but for numbers. So they had to find 20 different ways to make up like 9, 17 or 20, and they had to be in pairs. Like they had to find a 6 and a 3 next to each other and then color it in. So it was a pretty easy day. The kids were really good. I do find that like, it was really funny. And like if you're a teacher, you will so know, but if one person, like one student says that they're not feeling well, then like 20 of them aren't feeling well. Like one of them said to me like, oh, I've got a bit of a sore tummy, and I'm like, oh, like I think you'll be okay. Like you'll be all right. Like you don't look pale or anything like that. Like you might just be hungry, and just like, yeah, I think I'm hungry. So I was like, okay. And then like 30 seconds after that, like 3 of them said like, yeah, I've got a bit of a stomach ache too, like I don't feel very well. And I'm like, you'll be fine. Same with like the toilet. Like if one person's like, I need the toilet, it's like all 20 of them need the toilet. And I'm like, I do not believe that all 20 of you need to go to the toilet. Yeah, it was a really good day. I'm excited to have them for the next couple of days. I've got them tomorrow, on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tonight, Lewis and I are just gonna chill out. I was gonna do a bit of like editing for my vlog, but I might actually do that tomorrow. So when I come home, I'll cook. Oh my gosh, watch this, watch this. Oh, she was just acting like a little meerkat. Oh, she's not the best jumper. Like quite often, please excuse the state of my room, but quite often she will like attempt to jump up on like a bench or a chair, and she'll just go like splat on the bottom. Yeah, I was gonna edit a YouTube video, but I can't be bothered. I'm gonna do that I think tomorrow after I cook dinner. Do it at night time instead of watching TV. I kind of need to get into a habit of not just sitting down and watching TV and making myself productive and useful. Yeah, well, right now, in saying that though, right now, I'm gonna drink my hot chocolate and just watch some YouTube. Can we just take a moment to appreciate this amazing outfit? We're all about comfort on this channel rather than aesthetics. Whatever makes you comfy and makes you feel good is what you should go for. I'm not about looking pretty and looking gorgeous all the time. For dinner tonight, Lewis made corned beef, or like Silverside, depends on where you're from. And we're just having it with broccolini, mashed potato, and then some cheese sauce. We were gonna have like some carrots with it, but they were still a little bit raw in the slow cooker. And Lewis isn't like totally impressed with what he's made tonight because he thinks that it's a bit dry. You're not in the viewfinder. You should say hey.
Hello.
And then just having like a glass of Coke, no sugar. We like to eat at the coffee table. Probably not the best like table manners, but I don't know, it's easier than sitting at the dining table, especially for like during the week. I don't know, we just can't be bothered.
Yeah, exactly.
We're a bit lazy.
During the week it's okay.
Yeah, during the week. Well, I mean, I feel like during the week we should actually sit at the dining table. And then on the weekends, sit at the coffee table near the TV.
Yeah, we just get in bad habits.
Yeah, we do get into bad habits. All right, let's do a taste test. It is a bit, yeah, it is a bit dry. But I made lots of cheese sauce, so you just add it on top. I love mashed potato too. The flavor's good, it's just a little bit dry.
Yeah, I don't know why though.
It was kind of like last time too though. It was dry last time as well.
Not this dry.
No, not this dry. I think it was the potatoes that you put in because you left the skins on and maybe it like soaked up all the moisture. Good morning everyone. It is, I actually don't know what time it is. It's just before 7 o'clock in the morning. Happy Tuesday. It is pitch black outside. So my morning routine consists of like letting the girls outside of the, oh, I'm so tired. Letting the girls out of the laundry because that's where they sleep. And then I like grind Lewis's coffee beans. And then like I make myself a coffee and I just sit and watch the news. It is pitch black outside. Oh, it's just gone 7 o'clock actually, which like doesn't sound that early, but honestly, like I need sleep. I need like 8 or 9 hours of sleep. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit and watch the news, drink my coffee, and then get ready for the day. Here's my outfit this morning. I'm wearing like this knitted top with a singlet underneath, and then I've also got a thick like jacket on. Just wearing some black jeans as well as just some brown boots. It is really cold today. I think it's going to be like a top of 10 or like even lower, and like I said yesterday, the school that I work at, it's colder than where I live, even though I actually live up in the mountains. I also have like kind of dirty hair today, so I decided to put it up in a ponytail. I really like try and do messy buns, but they always just look too messy for school. Like, you know, the effortless buns that look good, I can't do those. So yeah, I've packed my lunch, packed my bag, and I'm ready to go. So let's go to school. I have not vlogged at all today. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Do we like my outfit of the day? They're overalls. Maybe I did vlog this morning. I don't know. I can't remember. I have to look back at the footage. These are my overalls. They're from Princess Highway, I think. They're just like little flowers. And then I just wear a long sleeve top with it, some boots, and then also just like a necklace. I do have to keep my puffer jacket on though because our house is freezing. I got a gas bill this morning. Holy moly. So our last one was $250, I think, for like 2 months. The one that I just got, which was from the 13th of April till like June 13th or June 6th or something like that, was $605. That's like a 70% increase or something over 2 months of gas. Like, yeah, we've been cranking it a little bit more, but not crazy amounts. Like, we don't leave it on overnight. So what we've decided to do is have the heater off all day, and like Lewis works from home. So that means we also have to buy more wood, so then Lewis can use the wood fire. And then just before like I have a shower at nighttime, that's when we'll turn the heater on. So we'll really only have it from when I wake up, from like 6:45 until like 8 o'clock. And then we'll turn it off for the whole day, and then turn it back on at like 5 o'clock. That's crazy. I did just come home to a package from Catch. So I actually signed up to the like One Pass for a 30-day free trial because I wanted to buy more like coffee. So this is it here. Because the bags that we normally get from Woolworths and Coles, even half price, they're still pretty expensive. And I knew that I could get the same but cheaper from Catch. So that's what I decided to do. So I think I managed to get like 206 maybe, or something like that, around 200 coffee bags for about $60. I think that's right. So they just look like this. So they're the Robert Timms. So I got it in the Mocha Kenya. So I don't know if that's gonna have like a coffee and chocolate flavor. We'll see. And then I also got Gold Style, which is what we normally buy, as well as the Italian, what's it called? Italian espresso, which is this, and the gold one is what we normally buy. So they're 3 lots of 72. So what's that? 216. It's like, I think, if my maths is correct, 216 coffee bags, which I know it's not the most environmentally friendly, but we don't really use our pod coffee machine, and like this will last us hopefully a really, really long time. All right, it is freezing now, so I'm going to turn the heater on, maybe have a cup of tea, and then jump in the shower to warm myself up. Merry Christmas. Got a box. Oh my gosh, I look as terrible as I feel today. Look at my eyes. I have a feeling I am getting sick again. I like only just recovered from COVID like a couple of weeks ago, and I feel like I've had the COVID symptoms all month. Like my sinus all up here has been blocked for weeks. Like I've been snotty this entire month, and now today it's like, well actually it was kind of last night too, but I feel like it's kind of come back. Like I'm really hoping it's not COVID, but it is really hard when you are a CRT. You're constantly moving through different like schools and different classes, and different kind of germs are in each of those schools and classes, so your body is never like totally immune. Like when I was full-time teaching, I hardly ever got sick because I was sort of immune to that class and that year level's kind of diseases. So like when COVID went through, I never got COVID. The first time I got it was a month ago after 3.5 years of never having it, and I just thought it was cold. But yeah, I'm like really stuffy, and you can see like my eyes are really puffy, and I feel like I've got a lot of like swollen bits up here and a lot of snot just like keeps coming out, which is like totally TMI. But yeah, I don't feel good today. So luckily I'm actually not working. I'm pretty much like on holidays. Tomorrow is the last day of term. But the likelihood of me getting called in is like, I don't know, 5%. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to clean the house because it's disgusting. And then tomorrow I'll work for Lewis. Like I could have worked for Lewis today, but I'll show you the state of the house and you'll see why I need to clean it. Okay, I'll put a bit of makeup on. I feel like I really stuffed up with my lips. I feel like they don't suit my skin color at the moment. Like I'm really quite pale. When like I have a slight tan and like some freckles, I feel like it looks really good. I don't know, I feel like I look like a boiled egg and very washed out. That's okay. I haven't really like changed my outfit too much. I decided to go with, you know, and my motto, comfy is better. So I'm just wearing this like old jumper of Lewis's and then the same PJs. Yes, I did change my underwear and also just some Mullen socks because all I'm going to be doing pretty much today is like cleaning the house and then editing last week's YouTube vlog, which I need to put out. But like I said to you guys, I said I was going to show you how disgusting my house is. If you have judgment, totally fine, because I swear I need the judgment. It's so awful. Lewis and I tell each other all the time, we need to get better at like keeping our house tidy. And there's only the two of us, so we actually have no excuse, but it's just awful. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you now, like the bed, obviously I haven't made it, which is fine. But like the dresser behind me just has stuff all over it. And then like this is the washing, like fully overflowing. And then the kitchen, I did tidy up just like a little bit so that I didn't get like full hate or full judgment. I just had to switch to my phone really quickly because my camera, the SD card got full. Yeah, this is what the kitchen looks like. I don't know, 80% of the time. So I got this package from Narada Tea a couple of weeks ago and I have opened it and they sent me like a really nice little card, which was really cute, and they sent me a whole bunch of different teas. I love teas, and my sister the other day, she is getting a lot more into like herbal teas and stuff, so I thought that I would gift her some of the ones that they gave me because there's no way that I'll be able to drink all of this. So they gave me some green tea, some rooibos vanilla flavor. They also gave me some chai tea and echinacea and lemon, which I'm actually might open for myself and have some of that because echinacea is actually really good for you if you're unwell. And then they also gave me some of this Narada like probiotic tea, which you can only buy from their website, but this stuff is actually really good. So we've got a digest, relax, and then a detox one. So I'm actually going to put all of these teas up in this section here, as well as the coffee that I got yesterday. So I'm going to put all these boxes up there. I do have to, because I can't quite reach up like the top of the shelves as well. So I'll put the teas here and then maybe the coffee's at the top. I have to use a stool because I'm a little bit on the shorter side. I mean, I'm 5'4", but yeah, like I can only like just reach. Okay, so all the coffee is up there. It goes like all the way to the back of the shelf. I had to like push it because I can't quite reach the back. And then I've got like all other like teas, like this is for iced tea from Narada as well, which is really good. And then I've got some pre-workout, which I don't use. All of our coffee cups go here, and then on this side, look at how cool that looks. That's all of the tea, and then there's like a bag of coffee of Lewis's behind there. So yeah, they're all the different flavors of the teas, and it goes like all the way back there too. I love my tea. So because I'm not feeling the greatest, I thought that I would make some wonton noodle soup. I've made this so many times, but I actually haven't made it in this house before. And I thought that because it's got lots of ginger and lots of garlic, it might be like quite helpful for me to feel better. But I'm not actually going to make them in the kitchen. I'm going to do it in the dining room just because I like to sit down and do it. It is quite easy, but it is time consuming. I'll leave the recipe down below. So I use 2 different recipes, one for the wontons and then one for the actual wonton noodle soup. I like to make my mince like an hour or so earlier than what I actually wrap them, because the like flavoring gets soaked into the pork a lot more, and I just find that the wontons actually taste a lot better. I then am also going to need these wrappers, these wonton wrappers. I can usually make about like 60 wontons out of it. And then with all of the leftovers, I just pop them in containers and they can stay frozen for a really long time. And then whenever we need or want wonton noodle soup again, I've already got a whole bunch that are frozen. It's also really good to have like a snack at home. They're healthy. The wontons that I make are low FODMAP, so they're not going to irritate your stomach if you do have a sensitive one. You also are going to need like a little bowl of water to keep your finger nice and moist, and then also something to put the wonton wrapper on. But I'll show you how to wrap them and everything when I'm in the dining room. This has had the fire on all day in the back half of our house, so that's also why I'm sitting in the dining area, because it's nice and warm, whereas like the kitchen's a little bit cold. I look like I've been crying, but it's just a big sneeze. Whoa! So I'll be making wontons with like this in the background. Not bad for a winter or a winter solstice. Solstice? Winter solstice background. It's like 4:30 and it's almost already pitch black. That's why this lighting is also really horrendous. Okay, so you just want to get some water and put it on all sides of the wonton wrapper. So all 4 sides, just a little bit of water. It's just to help all of the sides stick together. And then with a teaspoon, you just want to grab about that much, so like a teaspoonful. Don't overload them too much because otherwise they do burst when they cook. And then I like to get one edge, fold it over to the other edge to make a triangle, pinch the top, and then with the sides push up, and then as you do that, pinch. So there's one side, and then do the same to the other. Like you can make them the real fancy ones like all the restaurants do, but I don't know how to do that, and I feel like that would take a lot longer. And then need a little wonton. Okay, so for the broth, I'm adding in extra than what the recipe actually says because, like I said, I'm sick. So I did put lots of ginger into the pot. So it says like 2 to 3, but I think I put like 4 to 5. And then I've also added in extra garlic as well because I know that Lewis likes garlic. I also add in heaps of spring onion. And then I'm going to add in 5 cups of chicken stock. I actually might add in like 7 maybe with an extra chicken stock cube. And then I add in some fish sauce. Again, I like to add in a little bit extra for extra flavor. And then some light soy sauce too. And so I added 2 cups of chicken stock, and then I added a little bit of extra water just to soften the chicken flavor out. I then added some shiitake mushrooms. Normally I add whole ones, but I only had like cut up ones in the cupboard. Then I added, I think it was 3 teaspoons of soy sauce. That was like the perfect amount, like perfect kind of salt amount. And then I added 3 teaspoons as well of fish sauce. Now with these noodles, you have to be so quick. So you bring it straight to the boil, cook it for 10 seconds, and then you have to rinse it in like really cold water. This is Lewis's. I actually don't eat any of the shiitake mushrooms, but he loves them. And then I divvied out all of the wontons. I let them cook for like 5 to 6 minutes-ish until they're like fully floating. And we usually eat between 5 and 6 wontons per serving. And then I always like to top it up with lots and lots of broth and then some really fresh green onions on top. Now I will actually preface with this footage here. This is from a couple of nights later. You can probably tell that, yes, I'm wearing the exact same outfit, but I actually have makeup on. This one that we're eating was nowhere near as good as the one that I actually made in the previous clip. I changed the chicken stock and it was from Aldi. It was actually really quite gross. So I'm just at the front of Kmart right now. I have a 2-year-old's birthday that I need to be at in like just under an hour or so. And I need to get him something for a present. So he's my second cousin, so my cousin's son. And my cousin has said that like, don't bring anything, but like obviously I'm going to bring a present. But he doesn't want any toys because apparently he has enough, which I think is fair enough. And I was kind of like, I don't really know 2-year-olds very well. Like I know primary school age kids, but not 2-year-olds. So what do they like? I was thinking of getting like maybe a sticker book or like one of those activity books where you can like scratch the stuff off and then it like reveals a picture. Cause like a 2-year-old can do that kind of thing, right? Like, I don't know. I don't really know like young kids. I messaged my sister and I was like, what should I get him? And she was like, I don't know. Like I'm getting this. And like my mom's getting him like a little footy because apparently he lost his or like it's missing or something. So I'm going to do that now. I'll bring you with me and then I'll show you what I got. Let's see if we can find something. There's so many choices and I just don't know what to get. Like, do I get stickers? Do I get like a reading book? Do I get an activity book? I don't know. And it's actually quite busy. It's only just gone 9 o'clock and it's actually quite busy in here. So I'm going to show you what I picked up from Kmart. I got this Where's Bluey Finder book. It's like a Where's Wally or Where's Waldo, but for Bluey. I don't know if he actually watches Bluey, but I mean, I thought the pages were really cute. This was $10, which I thought was pretty affordable for like a book like that. And then this, I thought this was so cute. It's a mess-free color burst dinosaur coloring page activity thing. So like these textures, they can't go on like tables or walls or anything like that. They can only go on the paper that comes in here. I don't actually know really how it works. It has it all on the back, but it like reveals, I think, particular colors. So like, I don't know if blue is necessarily blue on the page, which I thought was kind of cool. So like if you use green, but you use it on one particular page, it might come up as like red. I think that's how it works. And this was actually only $4. I thought that was super affordable. And then for the birthday card, I just got this. It's like Go Bananas. And the banana has like little blush rosy cheeks. I thought that was really cute. He may not really understand it, but I thought it was hilarious. And then I also just got some wrapping paper. And I actually really need to wrap the present now because I believe I am running a bit late. I also picked up some Chewy as well. But yeah, I always bring like my own tape and scissors. Okay, this is not that easy. Okay, all done. Now I just need to really quickly write on the card and I'm really hoping that I have a pen. Yes. I don't know if you can hear me, but there's like this lantern festival like in my local area where everyone like makes and builds lanterns, and then at like when the sun goes down they have like this whole like parade. It's really cool. It starts at 5 o'clock. I've just started to head there now. I'm going by myself because my sister was gonna come, but she changed her mind just because I don't know, it's very cold. And then Lewis changed his mind too, which is fine, but I really want to see it. So I'm like, well, if you don't want to go, I'll just go by myself, which there's nothing wrong with it. And then I'm also going to pick up dinner kind of while we're there too. It's really, really windy and very cold, but the sky is like completely clear. I also decided to park a little bit away just so then, I don't know, like I don't get stuck in traffic or anything, but like the street that I parked on is fully packed and there's lots of people that obviously live in the local area that they're starting to walk down now. But yeah, I'll show you exactly what it looks like. It's Sunday today, last day of the vlog. The eggs that I made were actually really good. However, I did like perforate some of the white bit, so like a little bit of the yolk was really hard. I have actually just done my hair. I've just put like a little or like a few curls in my hair. It's definitely not going to stay because the weather today is poo, but my family and I were going out for lunch today and I feel like me doing my hair is a kind of a complete waste of time because I'm most likely just going to put a beanie on top. But I've got like my cherry pants on, put some makeup on, nothing too crazy, just a bit of blush and some lip gloss. I'm just sitting here editing the week before's vlog and it's going to be a long one, guys. Like I've just looked at Monday and the footage that I have for just Monday is 21 minutes. So this is probably going to take me a couple of hours to edit and upload. And you know, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you have hit that subscribe button as well as give it a thumbs up as well so that I know to continue doing these vlogs. I really like it because I like to go back on it in like a couple of months or weeks and like look at what we had done. But yeah, I really do hope that you did enjoy this vlog. We're going out for lunch soon, but I will see you in another video sometime in the very near future, guys. Bye. Get into it, Erin.
We just found quite an absolute